Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you find me. My name is Kai Graham. If you are looking for an exercise to help you reduce the conflict in your family, then you've come to the right place. This is a great little exercise that we're going to fly. A great little exercise that you can learn within minutes, and it works because I've got a little story for you. I am in the Lochern Golf Resort at the minute, and my darling mother and I were heading towards the spa because we were treating ourselves today. And in front of us was a family of four, mum, dad, and a young girl of about 13, 14, and a younger brother of about 7. And I could hear the and just the normal friction that's running through families. You know, it's everyday stuff. But clearly, Mum's view of this weekend away was the fact that they were going to be bonding and having a really happy family time. And you could see just by the way she was carrying herself that this really wasn't going according to plan. And it was causing her a bit of upset. And the gist of the sort of story went, now listen, we're going to go and have a swim because I want us all to have a nice time together. And the daughter was dragging her feet. Oh God, you're always controlling me and you're always making me do things I don't want to do. And this is just so unfair and I don't want to go swimming. And the dad was just going, please just listen to your mum. It doesn't take very long and it'll be okay. And the little brother was going, but it's going to be fine, it's going to be fun. Come on, Janie, let's go and have some fun. And just go, I hate this. I hate why you always just make me do stuff. And you could see everyone's point of view. But the daughter was really reticent. She just didn't want to. She was wanting to spread her wings. She was wanting to go and have a nice time and sort of do her own thing, clearly. And Mum was insisting that they all had a happy family time. And it wasn't actually quite working out. Anyway, so we left it. By this time, Janie was in tears. You know, well, not sobbing, but, you know, welling up and not having a very nice time. And my mum and I went and we signed up and ticked all the boxes that you need to do when you're doing your massage consent form and all that. And we went into the changing rooms, and clearly everyone had gone through, and obviously Dad and the little boy were in the male changing room, and Mum had gone through, and the daughter was still dragging her feet, having a really crap time on this family weekend away. So I just sort of thought, I'd just been watching this situation, and I just decided I would just have a little chat to her. And I just sort of said, sucks when parents don't do what you want, isn't it? She went, oh, yeah. And she was sitting there on her phone. And I said, can I just suggest something? And she just looked at me like I was alien. And I just said, why don't you ask your mum if you could take your brother for a walk afterwards round the golf course, just on your own, and even if you want to, just sort of say, so you and Dad can have a coffee in the bar. And she just looked at me and she went, I don't think that'll work because she wants us all to be together. And I said, try it and see what happens. And so I just left it, and I just thought, let's not interfere too much, Kai Graham. So Mum and I went and had probably one of the best massages I have ever had. Just heads up there, if you want to go to Lochern, ask for Kwan. It's Thai massage. She was brilliant. I told her I had sort of sore hamstrings. Well, that was no suit. It was a red rag to a bull. The girl was literally walking on my back and walking on my legs, and I feel brilliant. So if you're wanting a good Thai massage, run, don't walk to Lochern Golf Resort. Their Thai spa is fabulous. Anyway, that's an aside. So we had our Thai spa, and I was sort of, we were unwinding, and it took about an hour. And so after our relaxation, we were coming back, and we were in the changing room again. And I was just sort of, getting ready. And in walked Janie. And she didn't say anything, but her mum then came in later afterwards, so I'm rather glad I didn't interfere. But we were just getting sort of ready, and as I was leaving, she sort of walked up to me and went, "Thanks, it worked." And that's all she said. And that's all that mattered, really. I thought, okay, that's good. So what's the relevance of this to you? Well, what I was using is I was using a technique, and you can call it whatever you like, but it's a bit like pretending that you are a fly on the wall. Okay? And when you see conflict going on, it's very easy, especially if you're in the middle of it, it's very easy to stick to your point of view. Because when we're like this, we actually are very reticent to listen to someone else's point of view, because invariably we think we're right. So what I sort of did, I was that fly on the wall. I was able to see the mum's point of view. I get it. I know what it's like when you want to have a nice weekend away and your whole family's there and you want them all to bond and for it to be Pollyanna and the Waltons. I get that. I understand that. I could see exactly where she was coming from. But I was also able to understand, because I was the fly in the wall, because I had no emotion, because I was able to dissociate with the situation quite easily because I wasn't involved. I was able to see the other, Jana's point of view, which was, well, actually, she's come away and she wants to sort of do something on her own. She wants her own independence. This is what teenagers are wired to do, of course. That's what it's all about. They want their independence. They want to be able to do their own stuff. And so I was that fly on the wall. And what I encourage you to do is, even if you're in the thick of a conflict or an argument, look at all three situations. Look at your situation and go, yeah, okay, well, I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm always right, especially in this situation. And I get it. I hear you. But then look at the other person's situation. Put yourself in their shoes just for a minute. And even watch the body language that you are using that they are seeing. Because invariably, our voice, our whole demeanour, our body language is very confrontational. And for a teenager, that's actually quite threatening. But for a child, it's even more threatening. But do you know what I mean? So look at the situation from their point of view. And then do zoom out and do a sort of 360 view. And look all around, but also look at the situation from a fly-on-the-wall situation. Look at look at how you and the other person are interacting. And look at how it's actually working out for you. Are you both confrontational? Are you both at loggerheads? Are you both here when in fact you need to be here? And try and work out the solution from back here, from the third party point of view, from the fly on the wall point of view. I was able to do this so easily with Janie because I could see both situations. And the thing is by her going to her mum and offering a solution, it was basically saying to her mum, can I take my brother, 7-year-old brother, for a walk on my own? It's giving her her independence. It's also allowing the siblings to bond, which for mum is, so many parents come to me and say, how do I cope with sibling rivalry? This is a great one. This exercise, this fly on the wall exercise is a great one. Just for removing conflict in the home. So from mum's point of view, because Lochern is safe, it's a safe walk. It's public but not public, if you know what I mean. And so this sister, 13, 14-year-old sister, taking her brother for a walk, he is having a great time because he's being ever so grown up with the sister. Sister's having a great time because there are no parents. Parents having a wonderful time. I don't even know what time it was, but I guarantee they probably had a glass rather than a coffee. And parents were able to spend quality time. So actually, just by looking at this situation, this particular situation, from a fly on the wall, it was win, 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 win. Wonderful. And that's the way I encourage you to look at situations that become overwhelming. And when we are in conflict, what happens is we are too involved. We are too invested in the argument and the right outcome. And so what I encourage you to do is, by doing that fly in the wall, you are able to remove all the emotion from it. And then we get a slightly more balanced approach. That's got to be good for everyone, hasn't it? just by just taking your foot off the pedal a tiny bit, just by allowing everyone. It's basically a compromise. Without losing the battle, without losing the war, it's a compromise to go, oh, okay, do you know what? If I walk not even a mile in someone's shoes, a couple of minutes and go, oh, okay, I can see where they're coming from. But it's also a way of not losing face. And then everyone thinks they've won, if that makes any sense. So try it out. Let me know how you get on. Any questions, please leave them in the comments, because that's what I'm here for. I am here to answer. But if there's anything you need, give me a shout. If wherever you're watching this, please, if you like this and you want to see more of my my Toolbox Takeaways, it's 10 minutes or less. It's a quick exercise that helps you and your family get to where you want to be. So subscribe, like, follow, whatever you do, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Instagram or Facebook. But much love. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'm off to the Catalina restaurant to go and enjoy some fine dining. Much love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.